guys, Elizabeth here from Weglot. So today I'm going to take you through multilingual SEO and exactly what needs to be done on your website to ensure you're searchable in your new markets. First up, let's take a look at what multilingual SEO actually means. Multilingual SEO is the act of optimizing content on your website for different languages so you become searchable in your new markets and people in different countries can find your website. So let's take a look at 5 key search engine optimization tips for your multilingual website. First up, dedicated URLs. One of the big fears with multilingual websites is duplicate content. While not all duplicate content is bad, content that appears under multiple URLs may lead to penalties and even the dreaded de-indexing. To avoid these penalties, Google recommends using dedicated URLs with the language indicator. The indicator enables search engines and people to identify what language is on the website from the URL alone. For example, let's take a look at Weglot's very own website. The original page, weglot.com, and then you switch to French, where you'll see FR has been added at the end. There are a few choices when it comes to domain structure. Top-level domain, e.g. example.fr, subdomain, fr.example.com, subdirectory, example.com/fr. Each of these has their pros and cons, but subdirectories and subdomains are the easiest to maintain. These are actually the ones Weglot uses in our very own translation solution. Okay, next up, let's move on to hreflang tags. You may well have come across the dreaded hreflang tags when researching into multilingual SEO. Google uses hreflang tags to help determine both the language of the page and the region it's intended for. These tags can be inserted in the header section of the original page or submitted via a sitemap. For example, an hreflang tag looks something like this. But it's not easy and it's also incredibly time-consuming, especially if you're a beginner. However, if you're using Weglot to translate your website, this step is already automatically taken care for you, so you don't have to worry about adding your own code. We've even launched our very own hreflang checker, so you can check and see if everything is working correctly. Next up, stick to one language per page. It can be tempting to translate some parts of your website and keep others in the original language. There are 2 times when this might happen. First, the main content is translated, but the navigation text is in the original language. And secondly, user-generated content, such as forum discussions, comments, reviews, these can be kept in different languages. In these cases, the intended language and the region of the page can be clarified by adding the hreflang tags discussed earlier. But multiple languages on a page can end up diluting the user experience. If you've translated your pages with Weglot, it automatically translates all the content of your website, so you don't need to worry about different languages on different pages. Next up, translating your metadata. Translating a website doesn't just mean translating the visible content. What about your words that you can't actually see? Those pretty important words such as your SEO metadata, for example. Your metadata is a crucial piece of text that will help you rank better for the new countries you're targeting. But it's not just as simple as translating the metadata word for word. What might be a keyword in the original language of your website won't necessarily be the same for your translated site. That means you'll need to conduct new keyword research. This can easily be carried out either through Ahrefs or Ubersuggest. Okay, so last tip, make sure your website loads fast. One of the relatively easy things you can do for your multilingual SEO, and SEO in general actually, is to make your website load fast. Things like optimizing images on your website, setting up browser caching, choosing a good hosting provider. These will all help increase your website load speed. You can use Google's tool to check your site speed. So, as you can see, when creating a multilingual site, there are a few important SEO factors to consider. Let's recap our tips. Firstly, use dedicated URLs. Secondly, apply hreflang tags. Thirdly, stick to one language per page. Number 4, translate your metadata. And finally, check your website load speed. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below or contact us at support@weglot.com. We're always here to help. Until next time, see you, bye!